EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Texans, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Houston Texans taking out the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. And right off the bat, Mills looking to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try to prevent that from happening again.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They go again with Pierce. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This ball caught by Mechie. Touchdown! John Mechie with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Texans are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they'll go for it. Lance. Flushed out right. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. It's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them in the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife him to the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action now. Mills. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. The Texans have the early lead. Now Mills on fourth down. This is caught. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Pierce looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the one. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. Again, it's Pierce, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1 yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll run for it with Pierce. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right? Yeah. This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it was fourth down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Protection's certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Lance eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Lance now to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. A first down throw for Mills. That is caught inside the 5. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Mills to throw it. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Delivers another one to Pierce. Touchdown, Texans! Damian Pierce, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
First and 10, it's Pierce. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Another carry for Pierce. And he gets it down to the 32. Well, the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Give left side for Pierce. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Pierce now up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And the lead will stay put at 17.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. They'll get this up to about the 44. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunate for...
And Lance throws the interception, his third. Still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Damian Pierce, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jonathan Grenard, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't battle. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And my goodness, another interception. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Lance to throw it. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Okay, ready?
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Going for the deep ball. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, it's Lance.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell.
And he is going to have a Niners first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time.
It's another one. We got another.